I'm Alessandra Barrett, Senior Content Editor for JOC. I'm at our 2018 Container Trade Europe Conference with Frederick Nergel, Chief Commercial Officer of Tendereasy. Thanks for joining me today.
Well, my pleasure. It's always good to be here and share ideas and thoughts.
Now, Tendereasy, it appears that the name of the company sort of explains itself, but can you give me a bit of a background?
It does
on
suggest
how you
a
got
little
there?
something, right? Yes, and that's the purpose of the name as well, right? And first and foremost, let's not confuse easy with simple. It's a very clear distinction, at least for us. It is an enabler for the professional buyer to do the right things at the right time in the freight procurement process, helping them along the way to make or to enable them to make the right considerations when they actually need to finally, at the end of the story, award something to somebody, right? And move that on to the execution and operations. So this is the essence of what we are providing our users.
Was there a particular problem that you were aiming to solve?
Well, yes. Procurement is across many categories and many commodities. There is a lot of tools out there, whether they are cloud-based or the ruler-based, but there are many, right? But most of them are addressing the issue with the category buying or the catalog buying. I need to buy X number of socks for my company. Easy, right? It's a quantity times a rebate and a discount, and you agree on a quality. Logistics and transportation is nothing of the sort. There are so many variables, so many different dynamics that come into play. And really, we saw that there is a huge lack in the market for that type of specific freight tendering tool to enable that buyer to do the right things, because it's more than one dimension when it comes to logistics.
How do you leverage data?
Well, data is key, right? No matter how good a tool we offer to the market, it will never be better than the data that you put into the tool, right? Unfortunately, that is the case. We have ways to help our customer enrich their data set, because there is not a single customer out there today that has complete control over their data stream, which is a good thing and is also a bad thing, but it creates uncertainty. But data for us is more, we try to engage with our customer earlier in the process, so not only when they think they know what they need to put to the market, but actually help them with the data collection, data cleansing, and structuring of what they need to take to the market. So it is really helping them every step of the way also to get the proper data to actually negotiate something clever from.
Do you see potential for using that data in other ways down the road?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we belong in a group named Alpega, and within Alpega we also have TMS solutions, business intelligence, procure-to-pay solutions, invoice control, and what have you. But really what we're looking to is to create this digital ecosystem where you can basically circulate your data and enrich it for every turn that you pass it through the system, right? And this is when it gets really cool, because then you can start to really leverage the data, and you know that the data is yours, you know it's true, and it's the best that you can get. And that's when it becomes really interesting. So it's not a one-trick pony, it's something that over time you will get more and more value extraction from the solution.
How do you see the digitization of freight procurement fitting in with or evolving with the more traditional model of a freight procurement buyer?
Yes, I don't foresee any sudden switch, that from one day to the other the traditional buyer is out the door and in comes an artificial Siri application that will fix everything. It's not going to happen. For sure, there are certain basic transportation flows that can be covered through an AI solution, automation, even indexes, where you just lock and load, you move on, because end of the day, a shipper wants stability and predictability, so does a carrier. And that basis can be automated. to a very large extent. But there will always be the outliners, the unique situations, the unique requirements that needs, frankly speaking, people that are competent to know what they need, and providers that are flexible enough to be able to offer it. And that, I see, will not change anytime soon, and that is where you need the professional buyer and the professional service provider to make that happen. But the rest, the run-of-the-mill, the everyday flows, yes, let's automate it because it's not adding value for anyone, right?
Thanks for taking time away from the conference to sit down with me today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
I've been speaking with Frederick Nergel, CCO of Tendereasy.